Welcome, one and all. Love Them Knives channel. What is this? It's the Mercury. Yeah. How do you feel about kind of a razor type knife? You know, these they've come and they've been out here before, right? Lots of knives out there with that kind of razor blade look. Okay. And this is the Mercury. It's S35VN from Kaiser. It's the Berkowitz design called the Mercury up here. Titanium. Liner lock. It's not a frame lock. Okay. So it's light, it's thin. The blade disappears right into the handle and it's centered. Titanium pocket clip, right hand tip up only. Kind of a little bit of an integral. You know, they don't have a separate backspacer. It's the two sides coming together. And you know what? Let's check this out on paper. 3.25 inch blade. Okay. And there's your model number, etc. Get to the price here. $139. Okay. So it's not terribly expensive. Yes, it is a titanium handle. You know, anymore, I mean, Kaiser used an aluminum handle just a little while ago on another knife that I reviewed. So, yeah, you never know. I mean, that was the Phoenix, and that was a Mattisfaction or Matt Holly design. But so that was aluminum, and so yeah, we have to watch that to see is it really aluminum or titanium. Of course, you know, ProTech does most everything in aluminum. So is aluminum bad? No, it's lightweight, and you know that kind of thing. So yeah, it just depends on the pricing, and when you get down to this kind of, you know, $139, okay, I could get that, but this is titanium actually, anyhow. So here we go, talking about, you know, the appearance, all that kind of stuff. The Mercury, blah, 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 3.25, right? Okay. 7.4 overall length, sheep's foot, and 2 ounces. It is really, really lightweight. And this is the guy, Alex Berkowitz, designer of stuff, making of things, maker of things. And if you'll look at his Instagram page, which I'll give you the link to his Instagram page, but of course he's got the Mercury on here as well. But also, he's milling some stuff. So, I mean, he actually makes stuff, and he was making these little cutter knives and stuff, saying, oh, I ran out of material, I need to get some more, that kind of thing. I think was in the comment of that, but this and that. So he was just talking about this as well. So there you go. There's your paperwork. Paperwork's done. What about the knife? And what about the knife? And will it cut paper? Yeah, so I don't think I'm going to try and shave with it, but, you know, you got a steady hand, you probably could. But there it is. S35VN. Whew, that's super light. And, you know, it's not that long, so maybe this would be super easy to carry in the pocket as well. And this is just, you know, for those people that like this kind of, you know, razor type look. 3.25 inch, you know, what was that? I saying 7.4, yeah, 7.4 inches overall length, which not quite 19 centimeters, okay? But what do we got? 82, 83 millimeter length blade, okay? And super lightweight. So let's get Mr. Scale over here. This will not be bad. And this is such a light blade, you know, you can drop it down, it's right over that. And, you know, Kaiser, they make knives that have a really nice drop to them. This one's not as super, you know, look at this. I mean, it's not as crazy drop shutty as some of their knives are. Takes a little bit of a kind of a gravity, you know, kind of pull to get it all the way in. That kind of thing. But It's pretty easy to disengage this because it's jimped right here, that liner. So psh, gone and down. Okay. Now, 2 ounces, 2 ounces. That's light and lively. 60 grams, 60 grams. And I was just talking about the drop shuttiness, of Kaiser. Most of them are like this. You don't have to do anything. Just bring the handle back around to the blade like this. They are super drop shutty. This is a Towser K that I'm giving away on the podcast. Every time I do a podcast now, I'm having a giveaway. So, guys, look for my podcasts. And hey, maybe another Kaiser on the next one or something else. So, I'm doing a giveaway on every podcast. And then just Jack John and pissing everybody off saying whatever. So, you can get in on that. And a whole bunch of gossip and false accusations, everything. Just keep people entertained. Mercury. Yes. So here's the box. Titanium. It's gold. It's gold. And here's your little bundle of joy with a little microfiber cloth in there that's falling out the other end. The paperwork, nah, don't care. Okay, now what do we got in here? We've got hardware. It looks like those are screws for the pocket clip and then a body screw, right? Well, see, you need the extra screws to replace all these. Oh, okay, to replace that one. And then obviously, this little dog is mounted from the inside. And you know what? Is that what they're giving you to replace, or are they just the screws for the hardened steel? There ain't no hardened steel insert because it's a steel liner, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay, so that's the deal there. Well, maybe it's a replacement for that, which holds that steel liner into the titanium. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that is because you got 3 screws there, so... Okay, there they are, my friend. Yeah, and you know what? That one's longer than that one, so these are all 3 different parts of the knife. Okay, probably one for the liner, one for that, and one for the pocket clip on the inside. What do you think? And you get a little sticker. Okay, Kaiser Care. And then, of course, the knife comes in here in some plastic. Okay, so cool little deal. You can look it up on White Mountain Knives. If they say if it's $139 for them too, then you can get $14 off with LTK as the discount code. So so you want to take basically $140 minus 14. Okay, and they don't charge shipping or tax, so 130, $26 all in. Okay, and it's not a whole lot of material here, but titanium S35VN. That's pretty damn reasonable, I'd say. But I think it all comes down to one thing: is this a design that you like, that you think would be nice to carry in your pocket and use here and there? And yeah, I think it'd be real great, easy carry, very lightweight, 2 ounces. And this thing is probably the exact same size as the Benchmade Bug Out and the exact same weight, except the Benchmade Bug Out is like the, squishy FRN or whatever, GFN type scales. This is titanium and still only 2 ounces, right? And I believe the Bug Out's a little over 3-inch blade, isn't it? So I think it's the same size pretty much. This one seems bigger though than a 3¼ inch blade, doesn't it? But that's what she is. Okay. And like I said before, centered, no blade player lock rock. It seems solid. Kaiser makes a good knife. No arguing with that. And then how does it feel ergos wise? It's just a straight shot. This is easy. But the thing is, it's really thin here. In fact, the profile is really from front to back, north to south in your pocket is going to be next to nothing. When you think about like well, even the Towser I showed you, but I mean, check this out. It's 7/10 of an inch, which is like 17.5 millimeters. And, you know, the Towser got a little bit more distance there, doesn't it? And let's see if we can hit the fattest part, which is 35 millimeters, 34, 35 millimeters at 1.36 inches before I lost it there, 1.38 inches. And I think the Spyderco, I think that's like 1.6. The PM2 is close to 1.6 inches. So that's double the height at least. Yeah. So that's 39.4 millimeters. Whew. So, I mean, this is a lot more real estate in your pocket, and I don't consider these to be obtrusive to have to carry or anything. These are pretty nice, pretty thin too, you know. But this one, way lighter, way more slender. Now let's see what the width overall is. Nah, it's not all that much slimmer than anything else. 11.8 millimeters at 0.46, which is the exact same thickness here as a paramilitary 2. Okay, so, okay, there's that. I'm gonna guess the blade stock is probably around 2.7 millimeter, and let's see for sure if we can keep from messing everything up. 0.11, which is okay, more like 3 millimeter, okay, which is pretty standard fare for the course, okay. And like I was saying before, this backspace, so you don't have a backspacer, it just all comes together like that. But it's a nice clean look, isn't it? I mean, no entree here, or entree. No way to enter with your Torx. Entree's like a dinner, isn't it? But in any case. So you could put that. Yeah, I mean, fit and finish is good, like most Kaiser knives, and this is, of course, their high end. It's not a Vanguard series or any of that. So, yeah. And, you know, like I was saying, cutaway, this is easy, and they've done some weight relieving in there as well. So, what do you think? I mean, if you're not into the razor kind of form, then you're not into this, but it's nice that Kaiser's mixing things up, like they had with the Phoenix, like they have with the Mercury, like they have with the Towser K and the Sheepdog and all kinds of things. Speaking of the Sheepdog, you know what I'm saying? Now they're doing a button lock. Not just, I mean, they did a button lock on the Mini like months ago, right? But now this is the full size one, which is under 3.5-inch blade, but this is technically the full size. But 154 cm in the Vanguard series, so this is a budget knife here. Micarta, you know, button lock, and of course get rid of the big obnoxious flipper tab, go to a button lock, and just crazy cool there too. So let's take a little gander, if you would be interested in seeing what this little dog looks like on the interiors. And it shouldn't be that difficult to check out. Wow, this is definitely not putting any thread locker on here, which is fine with me. I'll use my own, and they can leave it alone. You know what I mean? Leave it alone. Let me use my own. And that'll be my slogan. And so we got this little screw that's going to come right out, and it already did. It dropped right out. So a number 6 here, number 8 there, pop, came apart. Okay, so I'm thinking one of those extra screws is this, another one is this. Okay, this is probably the really short one. This is probably the longer one because it has to go up into that pocket clip, right? And then, of course, you got still. Okay, you got the blade stop here. Yikes. Okay, now we got the washer. And we got a steel lock bar on the inside, which I'm okay with this kind of setup myself. Also, actually, if you had to adjust this because your detent was too stiff or something, it'd be easier to do because you could just unscrew this and take that lock bar out, and then you could bend, slightly and be careful. But you could slightly adjust that detent a little bit that way. And so it'd be easier to do it than, like a frame lock. Those are tricky and a little bit more, kind of make me queasy thinking about trying to do that with that. But let me see what we got here. We got ceramic bearings on both sides of this little dog. Okay. Right. And it's not a big surface area. Okay. So there's that. And then, they've done a lot of weight relieving in here, and this, and this, and this. But see, the machining up there kind of make it to where the two sides come together. And of course, there's that washer. And then here's this showing it's a captured pivot here with the squared off area. But it comes through here, and do you see a squared off where it catches it? No. But do you on this side? Yeah, you do. And so it's coming through all the way, and then you're going to make sure when you put your pivot thing through that you're going to face the flat side up, because that's the way it's going to have to go through the opposite to hold everything together. And so, my friends, that is the disassembly. All right, Mercury, the Razor Boy knife. It's yeah, that's cool. I haven't seen anything like this from Kaiser, that I can recall right off the top of my head. I mean, they've made thin, kind of knives like this, but the razor blade look, straight razor look type thing. So that's what this is, Berkowitz design. Check it out. I'll put the links and everything down below as you wish. And also check it out on White Mountain if you're looking to get one. We do. We love them knives. So you guys, stay sharp.